I want to talk about the thing that almost derailed everything I have built. Real estate is a reactive business. Clients text at 7 p.m., deals fall apart on a Friday afternoon. The market moves and suddenly the video you plan to record is outdated. And if you do not have a structure that protects your proactive work, your content, your systems, your strategic thinking, the reactive work will consume every available hour and leave nothing for the things that actually build your business long term. I went through a period where I was creating content, building a system, and managing a full client load all at the same time. And I was not doing any of it well. I was reactive everywhere, content got skipped, systems went unbuilt, clients got slower responses than they deserved, and I was exhausted in a way that is specific to trying to do everything without real structure. What fixed it was time blocking, not the vague idea of time blocking that most productivity content describes, but the specific, committed, protected calendar architecture that I'm going to walk you through today. I'm Estees, I'm a real estate agent, and I'm building a modern business in public. This is how my actual week is structured. So subscribe if this is useful. And if you are an agent who is trying to figure out how to fit everything in, content, systems, clients, and some version of a life, text me at 520-980-9880. This is a conversation I have a lot. So let me start with the principle that changed how I think about my calendar. Protected time is the only time that actually gets used for what it's intended for. Open calendar time slots with nothing booked does not get used for deep work. It gets used for the next reactive thing that shows up, a client call, an email that feels urgent, a problem that needs solving. Open calendar is not free time for your priorities. It is available time for everyone else's priorities. The only way to protect your proactive work is to book it like it is a client appointment. Put it on the calendar with a specific name, block it off, and treat cancellation or displacement as something that requires explicit justification, the same way you would treat canceling an important client meeting. With that principle in mind, let me walk you through how my week is actually structured. Monday is my planning and content prep day. I do not take client calls on Monday morning if I can avoid it. This is the time I review my Trello boards, plan the week, and do my pre-production work for content, which is script review, prep for filming, anything that needs my brain at full capacity before the week fills up. Tuesday and Wednesday are my content production days. This is when I record. Recording is cognitively demanding work, and I do my best work before noon. So I protect the Tuesday and Wednesday mornings specifically for recordings. Afternoons on those days are open for client calls and showings. Thursday is client day. This is when I schedule consultations, buyer meetings, and most of my client calls. Concentrating client work on a dedicated day is one of the highest leverage calendar decisions I have ever made. Instead of being in and out of client mode throughout the week, I go deep into client mode once and stay there. Friday is a half day of administrative work followed by an intentional shutdown. I clear out anything that accumulated during the week, handle outstanding tasks, and then close the laptop. Not at 5 p.m. if something urgent is happening, but as a default, Friday afternoon is the boundary between work and the weekend. Now, let me talk about the places this breaks down, because it does break down, and I want to be honest about that. Real estate does not respect your calendar. A deal needs a same-day response. A listing appointment opportunity comes up on a Tuesday morning. A client has an emotional moment that needs your full attention regardless of what else is scheduled. This business has inherent unpredictability, and no time blocking system eliminates that. What time blocking does is give you a default structure that you return to after the disruption. Without the structure, a single reactive event can cascade into a reactive week. With the structure, you handle the disruption and then go back to your plan. The other thing that makes this work is protecting content and system time as a non-negotiable in a way that client time is not. Client time is inherently flexible. You move it when something more important comes up. Content and systems time should be treated the same way. If you consistently reschedule content recording for your client work, content recording will never happen. I protect it by treating my recording blocks as external commitments. They are on my calendar. My VA knows not to schedule anything over them. And if something genuinely urgent comes up during a recording block, I reschedule the recording to the next available slot, not some vague future time. There is one more piece I want to address, which is the energy management side, because time blocking only works if you are matching your best cognitive hours to your most demanding work. I know from experience that I do my best and most creative work in the morning, my best strategic thinking in late morning, and my operational and administrative work is fine in the afternoon. My calendar reflects that. The things that require the most from my brain are in the morning. The things that can be done on autopilot are in the afternoon. If you are at a stage where your reactive work is consuming everything and you cannot find the hours for the things that actually build your business, the problem is almost never time. It is the absence of structure that protects the time you have. Build the calendar architecture first, then protect it consistently. The rest of the modern business you are building lives inside those protected blocks. Text me at 520-980-9880 or find the link in the description if you want to talk thoroughly about any of this, including what this looks like when you are also managing a full client load. Subscribe and drop a comment. What is your biggest challenge with getting the proactive work done alongside your active real estate business? I read and respond to every single comment. I'm Estees, your easy home girl, and I will see you in the next one.